We are definitely in the country.
Yes, and this is definitely a campground road.
No doubt about it.
This is Twin Lakes State Park, right?
Correct. And address says Green Bay, Virginia,
Yeah, Green Bay, Virginia.
which I'd never heard of before.
We're down near Longwood College or University, I guess now. It's not a college.
Right. South of Farmville, Virginia.
Farmville. This is kind of an experiment because we're running out of Virginia state parks that we can fit into. I think there's 2 or 3 others that we just flat, they're not big enough for our rig. Our rig's only 31 foot long, but there are some of the older ones and whatever. We might even have to do some, oh my God, dare I say it, tent camping. What do you think, honey? Okay.
We might have to.
1/4 mile, turn left on Twin Lakes Road.
Oh, we'll get back and take another picture of that later, but our GPS is talking to us too.
Yes.
Campgrounds are straight ahead. Yeah, we've affectionately named our GPS what?
Turn left
Sharon.
on Twin Lakes Road.
Sharon, we're talking.
Because Sharon is sharing her information with
She
us.
shares her, yeah.
In 3/4 mile, turn left on Goodwin Lake Road.
Luckily, we haven't met anybody yet because I'm taking the whole road.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, it's kind of a blind hill here, too. Yeah. Been extremely hot today. Been fun. Everything we've done to get ready, something has gotten in the way or had not worked out right. It just happens.
There are days.
And this is a Tuesday. And it helps to go camping in the middle of the week because there doesn't seem to be a lot of other people out camping.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Goodwin Lake Road.
And that helps a lot too. So we're a little late rolling in here. I guess it is about 5 o'clock.
Almost.
Turn left on Goodwin Lake Road.
That's the office, I guess. We need to just. Okay,
Well, honey.
says turn left onto Goodwin Lake.
All right. Well, guys, we made it. We're at Twin Lakes Campgrounds. It's a Twin Lakes State Park, I should say. It's campgrounds near up near Lynchburg. I was talking about where it was earlier. The sites are kind of hard to get into, and luckily we got a pull-through site, but I needed to go ahead, stop and walk ahead and see what the site looked like before I tried to get in. I was in a hurry to get in and somewhat overshot it. I tried to back up, but there was some people on the other side, and I didn't want the tow dolly running into their truck. I know they didn't want it either. Anyway, so I went all the way around and got in.
But to get leveled up and to get into the site like I needed to, I went ahead and unhooked the car and pushed the dolly off to one side so I could get in straight. Real curve for the pull through. But evidently this is an older campgrounds, and the sites are just that way as they were early years. They're kind of narrow, kind of twisted. Got a lot of sites right up on top of each other too. But, Twin Lakes State Park, and you'll see more of it. I'm going to swing the camera around. I'm still got to hook the water up. We got power hooked up. We got the refrigerator going, and the most important, the AC going, because it's hot, as you can probably see by my face. I am soaked. Anyway, we got here late. I'm probably about it's probably about 5 o'clock before we got here. Wasn't a very hard drive, but some narrow roads. Well, hopefully I'll be able to put them in the video, show you. Anyway, we're here, and that's important, and we're safe, and everything's fine. We're going to have us a good time. We're going to try out. If you've watched our earlier video, you know that we now have a kayak. So we're going to see. We'll try it out, good or bad. We're going to try it out here at this campgrounds. They have 2 lakes, as the name implies. So we'll see. Looks like there's a lot of boats, a lot of fishermen and all around here. I see a lot of John boats and the like. So anyway, I'm going to swing the camera around and show you what the site looks like. Here we go. Yeah, I got our storage bay open. I've got to pull that cord's a little tight. I'm gonna have to. I've got plenty of it. So there's where our. Let me walk up on it. This is where our water and electric is. I think they wanted you to set a little farther up in the site than what I am. As you can see, let me walk around here. You can see I pulled the GTI around and parked it in front, but I think they want you to park a little farther forward. The sites are a little more level up here. I had to put the back jacks down pretty far to level it up, but it's all going to work out. All sites are different. The way you set on them is different. That's all part of the deal. As you can see, I shoved the tow dolly up underneath. I'm gonna lock it down to our hitch just so it doesn't go anywhere. I can't imagine anybody trying to steal this big heavy thing, and can't imagine me not knowing that they were doing it too. So we're around here on the other side, and we've got our son give us a really nice hanging basket. We didn't want to leave it at home because there wasn't anybody there to water the flowers like they should. So we brought it along. I've got 3 of my orphan plants that I'm working on, taking care of. I kind of adopt wayward plants, some that need work, whatever, need a loving touch. And for some reason, I like to take care of old plants that need help. They're inside. You'll see them later if I remember to bring them out and remember to record while I've got them out. So here's our site, and as you can see, there's a tree in the way there. You can follow the railroad ties, the landscaping timbers. There's the post that our information and all on, the number post. And you can see there's a fence over there, and there's a tree right here that if it wasn't here, I would have been golden. But it's all right, we're in here. So guys, that's about it for the tour of this place. It'll be something better. We'll get into it deeper. But we just got here and still putting stuff out. So y'all stay tuned, more to come.
Well, guys, I promised you I'd show you the plants that I'm working with. I kind of adopt orphan plants, plants that people have gotten tired of dealing with, or just don't have the time, or tired of them. And I started out with orchids, and now I'm into Christmas cactus, and there's a whole list of things that I'm fooling with. We have a room at home that is just full of plants. We'll have to do a video on it at some point. But this is 3 that I'm working with. And this, from what I understand, is an elderberry bush. And you can eat elderberries, and also they're used for a lot of homeopathic medicines and things. So we'll see what happens. This was given to us by our son. It came from someone who he goes to church with that didn't know what to do with it. He didn't, so now I'm learning. These things are making a resurgence, I guess, if there's such a thing. A lot of people are growing them, and they say the berries are great. So, and our hanging plant that our son had given us, given his mother, and he knows how I like plants too, so we had no one to water it, so we brought it on along with us. The others are, I've got a pump system and all to water the others at home, so we'll go through that at some point. I'm going to walk over here. If you watched our last video, you know we now have a kayak, which I have just said. We deflated it, and it goes in a bag. And I was wondering whether or not I was going to get it in the bag. But this proves right here, including the pump and the oars, or paddles, go back in the bag. And it's pretty easy to carry. So we haul it in the poor GTI. GTI is kind of our trailer on the way to campsites. So I'm going to swing this camera around. It's a small campground. Over here is the sewer dump. And there is the bathhouse. And you can pretty well, as I'm swinging the camera around here, I'm not going to swing it too far because there's some folks sitting at their campsite. But this is the entire campgrounds. 30-some sites. But, and you can see the road coming in there behind the bathhouse. But, yeah, that was a little small section that runs up there, but that's mostly tents from what I understand. So we'll get out and show you guys what's going on. Get down to the lake, and at some point we're going to put the kayak in. So stay tuned. What you looking at, sweetie?
Oh, let's see what interesting reading materials there might be here.
Yeah, we ought to start one in our neighborhood. Been talking about it, but
Someone would have to approve it, I'm sure.
yeah, homeowners association, gotta love them. I'm gonna step out here in the middle of the road as long as I don't get run over. This is the office and a gift shop at Twin Lakes State Park, and we just went in. It's a normal little gift shop. T-shirts, hats. Oh, and hats. Yeah, I bought a hat. Always gotta have a hat. So anyway, just spin around here, and we're heading into town. We're hungry, but I always stay hungry, so. Right, honey? We always hungry? Always. Okay, guys, we're gonna see some more sights. Hey, sweets, what are we doing?
We're going to take Georgie for a little walk.
Yeah, we went into town, into Farmville.
and had a little lunch, which is a story by itself. We tracked this restaurant that we'd heard about. Well, actually we had saw online, and it was called Moe's, and I said, okay, let's go. And we get there, and it looked like the place has been closed for at least a year anyway. So anyway, we went to a wonderful McDonald's. Gut buster. So anyway, we went into town. We saw some sights. Didn't take much video, but we have got to go back into town again. So, but George has been cooped up, so we're taking George for a walk. Right, George? Come on.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, the day he answers me. Yeah. Oh, get my gimbal straightened out here. Oh, we got a new person in the campgrounds. Got a real nice little Airstream. So. Yeah, this is going to be one of those we're going to speed up probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, George. George has got to stop and sniff every one of the posts. I think that's other dogs have done the same. Sniffed and marked. And
yeah, I was going to say, maybe a few other things.
Thank you.
Only thing that was there was an adventurous squirrel.
Don't let him see him. He hates squirrels. Our neighbors were taking care, well, watching over our motorhome with George in it. And he said the only dangerous thing was a very adventurous squirrel. So George was being watched by good people.
A squirrel whose adventure awaits.
Yeah, I bet he does. I bet it does. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay.
Hey, look. He walked down to the water.
I guess that goes to what the little beach.
Yeah. Huh. You want to walk down to the little water?
I'm guessing that.
George, come on. Yeah, when we go away, we leave a note on the door, and we let our neighbors, camping neighbors, know that we were leaving, and that if anything happened to the motorhome, there's information on there. It's our phone numbers and how to get in touch with us. And I have a key hidden in the motorhome, or under the motorhome actually, in a little box. And I can tell them where it's at, and they can let George out. Now, I don't care about the motorhome, but I do care about Georgie.
Our baby.
Our baby. But yeah, it's good to let people know, perfect strangers and whatever. We're all camping friends, I guess. Let me get on the other side here. George, what are you sniffing for? Come on, boy.
I love to sniff up a snake or something.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to limp on his left leg.
Yeah, he does.
George went chasing a neighbor cat yesterday. And ever since then... Oh, okay, I see where this comes.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me finish the story. Ever since then, he's been kind of walking around kind of gimpy. Don't think he would chase that cat very far. So
Oh, that's pretty.
it is.
To sit in.
Yeah, we'll go down here and sit on this here bench. A nice cool breeze blowing. It's evening right now. What, about 6 o'clock? Something like that?
5:05.
Oh, 5:05. I missed it by a little. Anyway, let me quit rambling. George is trying to pull.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, thank you. Trying to pull my hand, the leash out of my hand. Yeah. And this is one of the twin lakes. I'm not quite sure which one this is, but mighty peaceful.
Yes, it is.
A little bridge over there. Crosses a creek.
Oh, don't you?
I say that right? Creek.
Crickety crick. Come here.
Well, guys, we're going to sit here and relax for a few minutes. More later. Now we prepare the kayak for its maiden voyage. We are so looking forward to this. All right. Hey, there we go. Guys, there's the GTI without the kayak on it. We're going to take the kayak out for the first time. This is going to be interesting. So, there may be a lot of editing. Yeah. Right there?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get you to hold it while I put the last few things on. Now everything is in a plastic bag. My wallet, my phone, the keys to the car. If that sinks, we'll be walking home. Or something like that. Right there.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Do I have the right one going the right way? Yeah, I do. One day I'm going to learn how to do all this, but I haven't had much practice yet.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep. Adjust it back here a little. So I sit as far back as possible. Might be a problem though. Depends on my weight and what it does to the balance of the kayak. I am going to put stuff in here. What do you think?
Sounds as
At least I know where it's at.
reasonable.
And some rags and some line. Oh heck, I forgot the anchor. I'll make a trip back up and get it here in a minute. We don't want it floating away. Hey, look. He's over there watching us.
Oh, is he?
He says, I know how to watch you.
You give him
That is the
some finger signs.
camp host. Yeah. He may be getting some gestures that's only reserved for people that cut me off in traffic. You never know. Yeah, they're supposed to be working today, by the way. Nice people. Do you want to put your stuff in there too?
I've got it in
All
my
right, you got it in
jeans
your pocket.
I think I'm,
Yeah, you're probably better off.
and it's wrapped in plastic. Ziploc.
All right. All right. Up. That was gone. There are some
fins that go on here. That tree will come in handy. And we've had some rain. I mean, a torrential rain. About the time that we had everything loaded and was getting ready to head out, we looked at the weather and it was a severe thunderstorm warning. So that was not a good time to go out. All right, let me pause this a minute. Alrighty, this is where we're gonna pause it till we can get loaded. So y'all hang on. What do you think, sweetie?
Yay,
We made it.
so far.
We're in the water.
Is that optimistic?
Yeah. And there's a car way over there. We wasn't the prettiest thing, me getting in especially.
No, either one.
You really didn't have that big a problem. I sure did. I got, I think all the water we got in the boat, I got in there.
I think you're lacking on some leg room.
Yeah,
If we can figure that out.
I think the next, there we go. I had a strap digging into my leg. I think the next kayak I ever buy is going to have to be about the size of, let me turn around here. Have to be about the size of the Titanic. Well, I mean, wrong choice.
No.
Not the Titanic. It's got to be something big. I don't fold my legs up like I should. So anyway, hey, this is fun. And this is weird we had a torrential rain, and it is so strange to be out here after the rain's gone. Sun come out some. Really nice.
But it's cool now.
It's cooled off. Oh, turn the camera around here. Yeah, I got to make a camera mount, so I won't have to hold on to the thing all the time. Boy, some good places to go fishing. Chuck a line back up underneath those bushes.
I've seen a few little circles in the water while we were hooking things up.
Do what, sweetie?
Seen a few circles in the water while you were hooking things up.
Yeah. Somebody said they've been catching little small bass. But anyway, I'm going to paddle some, but I'm going to have to put the camera down to do it. See how close we can get to the water. Ah! Yeah, GoPro might get its first bath, but the water's so cloudy, I don't think you're really going to see much. No. So we're going to paddle on a little. Wind's blowing us some too. Okay, this was an idea that my wife had. These are puppy pads or pee pads for dogs. And when you're in a kayak, no matter how much you try, you're going to get your butt wet. And I didn't want water all over the seats, so she thought of this and works great. Yeah. Did you have fun, honey?
I did, and I survived.
Yeah, she survived. It's something new for us now, and we are happy. Yay. This is it. It's up on the roof, heading back to the campsite.
Gonna wash it up, let it dry so I can put it back in the bag. All right, guys, that was our first trip out. Hey, and we survived. Anybody can do it if you're motivated. So, hey, this video will come out one of these days. Y'all take care.